Now is the perfect time for Lucasfilm to adapt Shadows of the Empire, and this is why. The idea of adapting Shadows of the Empire is nothing new to the fandom. Now, since being acquired in 2012, almost 10 years ago at this point, the Star Wars saga has had a bit of a rocky ride. We can't say that it is any worse than it was under George Lucas, but the lens seems to be more focused on a galaxy far, far away than it was in the past. The films have done very little to keep the fan base happy, but to the contrary, the fans have become more and more diverse with seemingly every release. But the Disney Plus shows, now that's something different. That's something that has succeeded. And while we've only had a few of them, I think that Shadows of the Empire might be an excellent one to go with next. Now, The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, they've taken large steps in bringing everyone together, whether they all love The Mandalorian or hate The Book of Boba Fett. But with that said, the outlook of what's to come has fans more excited than they've ever been since, well, the announcement of Episode 7 in 2012. So why would now be a good time to focus on adapting an old Star Wars novel? Besides the rumors that it is already in the works, it's pretty simple. It's a beloved piece of fiction that many love to discuss. On top of that, the fans were pretty upset when the sequels didn't adapt the Thrawn trilogy, which was a trilogy of books that came out in the early 90s, set directly after Return of the Jedi. This could be a way to rectify that mistake. But how would it even work? First off, you would be able to bring in the protagonist, Dash Rendar, as well as his fan favorite ship, yet a knockoff of the Millennium Falcon called the Outrider. The story would be set during the original trilogy, which has not been explored since Disney purchased Lucasfilm in 2012. I wouldn't say to do an exact adaptation of the material, however, the main beats and story elements should stay intact, while adding some more additional intrigue, say with Prince Shizor and Vader, which I think would be absolutely exciting. By doing this, you will get original trilogy fans excited again to see a story they may or may have not known about. The technology is also ripe right now, where they can easily de-age some characters, such as Luke or Billy D. Williams, or bring in new actors to portray our favorite heroes. Disney Plus is the right place to do this, and it will allow them to flesh out a 6-hour plus story in multiple parts. And if it succeeds, they can easily continue the story of Dash Rendar through the events of Return of the Jedi and before The Force Awakens. I think I might smell a crossover with The Mandalorian here as well. But I think this is a no-brainer, and I think it would absolutely bring fans back who have left the franchise, as well as help flesh out a time period that, frankly, needs a little love right now from Lucasfilm. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, and with all that said, I will talk at all of you later, and may the Force be with you.